Hello, trading has closed on the 27th of December 2024. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, make our predictions. This is my trading plan for Monday. Monday is December 30th, 2024. Please remember, it's my plan. I can change my plan. My plan can be completely wrong. Any trade you make should be made at your own risk. I use many systems. One is my MEJT system. It gives targets. It says nothing about entries. Look for the pattern today with the early low, which is this. And Monday's pattern should also have the early low. Even though we hit a new recovery high on Thursday, we said lower prices were coming. Just a question of when. We had some ultimate targets. The ultimate target of 6,122 printed, and those are support resistance areas, and you can see what a beautiful resistance area that was right there. This is just a reminder of what we said. These are the patterns I'm looking for next week. We have a new target from today's patterns, 59.4602. If we don't gap up smartly, that's my call. Well, MEJT, the only comment MEJT had today was to say this rally's not going to stick and gives us the target. We actually have mixed signals. We gap down, hit lower low, closed over all these lows. That's actually a positive pattern if it's maintained at the open. It doesn't have to be maintained, but if it is, it should lead to higher prices. But all this positivity goes away if we gap down smartly. That's entirely possible because this came close to being a wall into the close. The last 5 minutes didn't really fit the pattern. You really wanted to go up straight with no retrace, but the last 5 minutes often doesn't mean anything. If this is a wall into the close, we're going to gap, take out this low early, and hit our target. And that's very possible, although it's not the only possibility. If we don't do that, we should trade higher. Well, since we can't use that if we gap up, let's use some other things to see where we stand. Well, this is Tom DeMark's TD line, not TDST, but the TD line. I'm going to cheat a bit and ignore this little blip under the line because we hit it so perfectly here and here. If this doesn't work, you can blame me, not Tom DeMark. But that was a valid break through the line. We have a retrace to the line, and that held. So according to his work, we should drop as far under the line as we went over it. With 300 handles over it. Now this line keeps going up, so I can't give you a number, but right now it's around the high 6,000, it's like 6,100. If we drop 300 handles in a hurry, we could be under 5,800. And don't forget, we're counting this is wave A, this is wave B. If C is like A, that isn't impossible. Let's focus in on that count. Well, here's the top of the rally. Here's the bottom. You can see we stopped right at a 61.8% retrace, which is a logical place. And if that's green A and that's green B, you want green C to be complete, and I just can't count this as a complete wave. And it doesn't mean you have to drop on Monday, but it means lower lows are coming. I don't see a way to count this otherwise. Now let's measure from the end of wave 5 here, not from the high. This was an ending diagonal triangle. We'll measure from the end of 5 to get the height of A. And if C is equal to A, I've redone this since this is ABC with C equal to A. I'm calling B ending here. I mean, that would take us down to about 57.90 if C equals to A. And if it doesn't equal A and stops earlier, this kind of tells you where to look for the wave to end. Either, here's 59.20. That's too short for me, but there's the number. Here's 58.89 and change. And there's 58.46, but I kind of like 57.90 if we get a move like this, which we don't have to, but if C is like A, I just can't rule it out. If we gap down smartly and hit one of these numbers on Monday, might be prudent to use a stop on any short position, because other people's timing systems have this weekend as a change in trend time, and these are all valid targets. And just because we're going to hit 300 handles under that line doesn't mean we have to hit it Monday. It doesn't have to go in a straight line. And these numbers, 59.20, 58.89, 58.46, those are all places where this C wave could stop, or at least a leg of the C wave could stop. The general idea we've had since earlier in the month is we finished 5 waves up for wave 3 of 5, and now we have to get 4 and 5 with wave 5 truncating, because we think this high is going to hold for a while. So we're going to hit a low for wave 4 in black by this count, then rally for wave 5 in black, which will truncate, and that'll complete wave 1 of some degree, 5 waves up. So we have to use the mixed signals rules for Monday. Monday's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. Typically it's a rally day. This week we should see more weakness in days to come. Signals are mixed, that's why we have to use the rules. It is bullish. We gap down, hit a lower low, and closed over intraday lows. And if that's maintained at the open, that should lead to higher prices printing regardless of where we close. It is bearish. We have a lower MEJT target. Unless we gap up smartly, the rules say it prints. I can't count this decline as complete. Significantly lower prices should be coming. Doesn't mean we'll drop in a straight line. Timing systems of other people have this weekend as a significant change in trend time, and if we drop in a straight line to a Fibonacci target, certainly we could get a rebound rally. I'm just not looking for places to go long here, and if I miss a long trade, I don't care. I'm looking for places to enter shorts and exit shorts. Breadth is still weak. Weakness at this time of year is not good. I think we're due for a correction before the rally resumes. I can't count the correction as being over. I'd like to see more downside pretty fast. But just because I like it doesn't mean it's going to happen. And if we don't get a gap down and undercut this low, this was a Fib retrace, and I can't rule out trading higher first. It all depends on where we open. We gap up, this target will still print at some time, just doesn't have to be Monday. But I'm not convinced we're going to gap up. This is pretty weak stuff. So it's the pattern with the early low. Signals are mixed. Lower prices are coming. Only question is if we get a rebound first, and I think it'll be clear before the open. And that's today's call.